Hello, Keith here. Today we're going to do an unboxing of baseball classics, some stuff I bought from them. So let's open up the package here. All right. So what we have here, let's see if I get that better. Okay, so I ordered a set of charts. All right, so ball fields for the real-time manager, and I ordered some teams. All right. So let's take a look at the fields first. So over here you have Olympic Stadium, and over here you have. So what happens here is Olympic Stadium. You put little pegs in the field, and the pegs represent players, and you can position your players, and they can throw, and it's really interesting. And over here, each park, right? So each park has its own unique uh, way that the ball goes. So for singles, doubles, and triples, and home runs, and ground outs, and line outs. So for all those things right there, it'll give you a location on the field, and then you just run the play from there. Also, there's also wind, and there's wind factor. There's no wind factor here because the Olympic Stadium, I guess, was closed. But there is a hang time factor too for balls. And there's gap speed and infield outfield throwing arms, so there's a lot involved in the game. So over here is a map of the polo grounds. Now the thing of the polo grounds, if you look down the left field and the right field line, right down the left field line and right down particularly the right field line is only 258 feet, or is it yards? Feet, I think. That is right down the line is where you want to hit the ball, because center field is 483 feet. So polo grounds are huge. Polo grounds are huge. Let's see another chart over here. This field is going to be Shea Stadium. Now, Shea Stadium, I believe was in Seattle. So, and I believe that the Seattle Pilots, that's where they played their first season in Shea Stadium. And we flip it over, and we have Veterans Stadium. Veterans Stadium, and you notice on the field it says home of the Philadelphia Phillies, and that was Veterans Stadiums in the 70s. All right. So that's two sets of charts right here. So let's go on to the next set of fields. So this field right here is League Park, and kind of an interesting outfield, very interesting shape. Home of the Cleveland Indians. So for many, many years, this is where the Cleveland Indians played. I think they played some of their early games here. Very unusual shape for a park. And if you turn it over, there's Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. All right, and the Orioles played there. And these are all old-time ballparks. I have the modern ballparks coming. So here's another set of charts. So here's where the Indians played their most. They played at League Park before this, but over here, the old Cleveland Municipal Stadium, right? And if you flip it over, you have the Seattle Kingdome, right? So very, very, very easy to get home runs down both lines there. All right, so that's the Cleveland Municipal Stadium and the Seattle Kingdome. And last one in this set is Rfk Stadium. So that's where the first years of the Nationals played in their first year. And also the Senators, I believe, the Washington Senators played there. Home of the Washington Senators and Nationals. And here is good old Shea Stadium, home of the New York Mets and Yankees. I think the Yankees played one season in Shea Stadium. I'm not up to Yankee lore, but that's Shea Stadium right there. So those are the parks I got. Now, I bought some teams. All right. So I got the all-time Giants team, the all-time Giants team, the all-time Dodgers team, and I got the 2019 Dodgers and Nationals. And I got these because I want to make sure that I had the pitch. I can do a pitch by pitch game. So let's open this up. I have my old Gerber here. I love my Gerber. Gerbers are awesome. That Gerbers are a soldier's best friend. So let's open these up right here. So you have the all-time Dodgers and the all-time Giants. And I also have, as you can tell, I'm a Dodger fan. All right, Dodgers are my favorite team. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit on these right here. All right. So let's see who we have. So for the all-time, so I have a 2019 Dodgers and Nationals. I have also incoming will be the Brewers, the Cardinals, and the Braves. So I'll have all the playoff teams from the National League. So let's take a look at some of the cards for the. So here's the all-time Giants. So you have High Pockets Kelly, Chief Myers, Barry Bonds. You got some home run numbers there. Irish Musio. Some of these players I don't know. Fred Lindstrom, Bill Terry, George Davis, Buster Posey. I love that name. Larry Doyle, Travis Jackson, Carl Hubble, all-time great pitcher. Melott is catcher. Christy Mathewson, classic. Willie Mays. Willie Mays, great, fantastic player. Mike Tiernan, he has a green steel rating. Gaylord Perry, William McCovey, Ross Youngs, Tin Lyceum. All right, and he has some gives up occasional home runs, but Rob Nen, Joe McGinty, Rube Marquardt, Juan Marichal, Sal Magley, and Madison Bumgarner. Right, so that's the front side. Over here is the back side, and you see right here all the statistics. All right, now I notice that these have pretty good statistics right here. All right, so you have some all-time statistics. Now I'm looking at at-bats, and the versus both. Kind of interesting because the versus both is 5.993, but the versus lefty and the versus righty don't match up with that. Now, the reason I think that is because there was no, they didn't keep lefty righty stats. All right, so if you look at the cards that are more modern, like, let's see, Tin Lyceum, and you notice that those numbers add up. All right, so if you look at the cards that where before they kept lefty right stats, because these are real time, these are the stats, you'll see that the lefty and righty, they don't match up, but the both is going to be good for that, but that's because they didn't keep lefty righty stats back then. All right, so you would have to, let's see if I can make this a little bit better. I really should get another camera. All right, so this Tin Lyceum, so that's what's going on over there. So let's take a look at the all-time Dodgers. All right, so here's my favorite player, Jackie Robinson. All right. And he has some home run chances, but those home run chances are kind of tricky because they have that little circle. So you would have to hit 8, and you have to roll 3/8 in a row to get that. That'd be very difficult. All right, so that's some tough home runs. Dolph Camilli for the Dodgers. Camilli. Babe Phelps. Gil Hodges, very big first baseman. All right. And you got Dixie Walker. Okay. Babe Herman, the Duke Snyder, Carl Furillo, Jim Gilliam, second baseman, Clayton Kershaw, so there's some more modern ones. Tommy Davis, Murray Wills with that green steel rating, Burley Grimes, Roy Campanella, the green for catcher, Jimmy Johnson, Dazzy Vance, Zach Wheat, Pee Wee Reese, Fernando Valenzuela. I remember the Fernando Mania, and 1981, I think, was the first season with the strike. And I actually had a set of Stratomatic cards for that. But Fernando Mania was a big thing, and the Dodgers, I think, won the World Series that year. And it kind of saved baseball because Fernando Valenzuela and Fernando Mania. So I have a lot of respect. He's one of my favorite players. Don Drysdale, another one of my favorite players. Sandy Koufax, great player. Kenley Jansen, Don Newcomb, Don Sutton, and Ron Peronowski. So that's your all-time Dodger team. All right, and then we have the more modern players. All right, I got the modern teams because I want to play with some of the modern players. All right, so let's take a look at those. So let's take a look at the Nationals here. So let's see how many players. So we got Steven Strouberg, 1, 2, 3, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, I believe 26. So you have 27 players, which is awesome. All right, so all you need is 25 to have a full team. So you have 27 players. And if you notice again, if you look on the back here, the left it's broken down lefty righty. All right. And if you look at the batter, let's take a look. All right, so right here, the colors mean things. All right. So it's all color coded, and there's yellow, and after the player's name, there are symbols there, and I don't know the meaning of those. I think it's maybe because that there's another game or edition that I'm having, and it's like an automatic manager for solitaire play. I think it may have something to do with that, but I really want to find out more about those. And finally, you have the Los Angeles Dodgers here. All right, so let's go. I really do need a better camera. Enrique Hernandez, Cody Bellinger, Alex Verdugo, Chris Taylor, AJ Pollock, David Freese, Gavin Lux, Austin Barnes, Corey Seager, Clayton Kershaw, great pitcher, Max Muncy, Jock Peterson. What else do we have? Dylan Floro, Justin Turner, Russell Martin, Will Smith, not the actor, Matt Beatty, Hyunjin Ryu, Walker Buehler, Pedro Baez, Julio Urias, Kenter Medea, Joe Kelly, Ross Stripling, Rich Hill, Kelly Jansen, and Yimi Garcia. So that's your Dodgers for 2019. So I have more parks coming. I'll do an unboxing of those. I have the set of all current Major League ballparks coming. I'm going to be playing some games. What I like doing, what I tried with an all-star team, I had the players. So I would do it. I do pitch by pitch for the first inning and the last inning, and then I'd only do pitch by pitch for when runners are in scoring position, and it created some really interesting. Like in the last game I played, Willie Mays was the only scorer. Now the first game I played was 10-11. I think the Red Sox or did the Dodgers win that? That was with the 55 Dodgers versus the 75 Boston Red Sox, and it was 10-11. And there I go. I say and again. The next game I played, Willie Mays was a 1-0 game. Willie Mays hit a home run. Bob Gibson struck out Mickey Mantle, and he struck out Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth just swung at everything, and Babe Ruth was trying to get that big hit, and just Gibson's ball was just getting past him. So that's today's unboxing, and I want everybody. I'm going to stop saying and. Everybody, please have a good day. Bye bye.